Shit. It has been far too long for the Goon Squad to assemble. I see two of my favorite people on the screen. If you're listening to us on Spotify, if you were to actually see us, you'd see the squad is assembled. Welcome to the number one podcast in the world for five whole people. You have joined My Brother's an Idiot, and we are here. It's been a while, Mark. What are you doing?
If finger guns were real guns, how many people do you think you would have unalived in your life?
Quite a few.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. The number is big.
Yeah. That's big. Philosophically deep.
Yeah, there you go. It's what I got for you today.
All right. Dipshit, what's going on with you?
That was a very different joke than I was expecting it to go, but I appreciate it going there. I'm good. Mark didn't. We don't have the names on, but Mom and I went to Hot Pot, and I'm so fucking full. I have my delicious.
Oh yeah, I was going to surprise you guys with the names. Hold on. Where did that button go? Carry on.
Anyway, I have an anti-nausea thing because I've already almost vomited once since getting home. Hooray!
Did you get a little
awesome.
aggressive on the old pot?
We got a little aggressive. Well, I think I was fine with the hot pot. It was going for boba afterwards that I think fucked me. But that sesame milk tea was calling my name, so
yeah.
Unfortunately, there was nothing I could do.
Mistakes were made.
Mom is also perishing, though, and she did not have boba,
So it might not be the boba. It just might be the hot pot.
It might be a combination.
And you just topped it off with the delicious sesame milk tea.
It was so
and
good. Boba. There we go.
Look at that. We have names.
Look at that.
All right, well, let's get rolling. Some fun stuff and not fun stuff, but hopefully we're going to be entertaining nonetheless. Let's get right into a bit, shall we? Shall we? We shall. This is one I've had worked up since the last time we got together. I wanted to do it the week before WrestleMania. Now we've got Backlash coming up this weekend, and I don't know if you know this or not. Backlash, yeah. So Danhausen has a tag team match against The Miz and Kit Wilson. Nobody knows who his tag partner is.
Yeah,
he has a mystery tag partner. And the internet is alive with speculation as to any number of people who it could be. My personal favorite right now is Mr. Iguana and his little puppet Layeska. I think that would just be hysterical with Danhausen and that fucking iguana puppet running around the ring. But who knows?
Joe Hendry would be pretty funny.
I think he's got a match. I think he's got Logan Paul.
That's right. Because he's
they've been building up to that. Yeah. Can we fire Logan Paul? So there's also a possibility it could actually be CM Punk because they are friends in real life, and he likes to call him Pepsi Phil.
Pepsi Phil.
His real name. Yeah, his real name's Phil, and he's got the Pepsi logo on his shoulder. So I don't know. Looking forward to it. But because we have this great tag team match that I'm really looking forward to on Saturday, we are going to blind rank. Hey, Neil, welcome, buddy. Good to see you. I have pulled from Bleacher Report the top 10 tag teams from the Attitude Era, and you are going to blind rank them. This is going to be good. I will allow one switch. One switch. You're only going to get one this time. I'm going to make this. I thought about making it no switches, but I just couldn't do that to you. So you're 1 to 10, and you guys can come up with these together. Okay. I will let you tag team the choices, as it were. See what I did there? Ba-doom, boom. All right. So your first one are the Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws.
My name's Billy Gunn. My thing.
What?
The first one are.
The first team is, the first ones are
Yeah. My name.
Yeah,
is
Neil, they
Billy
do get to
Gunn.
switch at the end. I do allow them to have one switch at the very end. That's how it works.
My name is Road Dog. My thing is I spell my name.
Correct.
My
I'm
name's Billy
Xbox.
Gunn. My thing is I have an ass.
Yes, he's an ass
I'm-
man.
I'm X-Pac. My thing is I'm
I'm
X-Pac.
Pac. Correct. All right, 1 to
Can-
10.
can
Where
we-
you at?
Can we put them at 8, please?
hmm
Thank you.
Yeah, good with that.
New Age Outlaws are at 8. All right, the next one. This one's one of my personal favorites, and it really didn't. It couldn't have made any sense, but it was the Attitude Era, and it did. Two of the biggest names, not only at the time, but since everyone knows these two people outside of the ring. This is The Rock and Mankind, the Rock and Sock
Rock
connection.
and Sock. The Rock and Sock was great.
Where are we
I'll
at with the Rock and Sock connection?
I'll leave it up to you.
You want to put it at like 3?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That sounds
I like
good.
it at 3. Yeah. Nice round
All right.
number.
Yeah, that's good. All right. So this tag team made a triumphant return to a very particular match in a WrestleMania not too long ago. And when they were introduced, Michael Cole famously said, "Things are about to get broken." It was a ladder match, and the tag team that the New Day brought out were the Hardy Boys. Yes,
Uh-huh.
the kings of the ladder match, the TLC.
I know this is my bias, but can we please put them at 1? We don't
I'm
have to.
actually completely comfortable with that.
Hell yeah.
Those two dudes had some of the most spectacular tag team matches of all time. TLC matches were must-watch TV.
Jeff
for
Hardy
like a
is
decade.
still my favorite wrestler
Yeah.
of all time.
Yeah, he's still doing good stuff.
Absolutely.
Well, I said
Absolutely.
of all time.
Oh, of all time. Wow.
Yeah.
That's some deep water.
He is
right
my
there.
he is my top.
Okay. This one was short-lived, but because of the people involved in the tag team, when they got together, one was the Intercontinental Champion, and they turned around and won the tag team belts. They were only really together for 4 or 5 months, but again, longevity with their careers after the fact. This is the 2-man power trip. It was heel Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H.
Oh, I didn't really enjoy that one.
I don't like how it sounds.
Yeah, I didn't really enjoy those two when they were. It just, yeah. Stone Cold wasn't much fun with Triple H.
Okay. Probably why they didn't last very long.
Yeah, no shit.
It just wasn't fun. Triple H kind of took the energy out of the room.
Yep.
He does.
Okay. Next up, 2 of the most tough people just in general to ever get inside the squared circle. Had a long running gig as backups to a Hall of Famer, and then had their own gimmick, which played off of their role in the name. My favorite part of that bit was they made people knock on a door that had no walls around it to come into their office. This is the
They were so
Acolyte
good.
Protection Agency, or the APA, JBL and Ron Simmons.
Those two guys, when they were just with the Acolytes, like, again, not very much energy in the room, right? Because it was a very specific gimmick. But when they let those two jackwagons branch off and start playing poker, drinking beer, and the door frame that you had to walk through, that shit was gold.
I think 5's good.
Okay, the APA.
Yeah.
The APA used to kick ass
were
in
fun, though.
WWE 2K12.
Mhm. Okay, here we go. Next up. One of these is one of Mark's favorites, and the other one has already been on this list once. Still very famous for a very particular move. that had nothing to do with wrestling. It was just a gesture. I'm speaking of none other than Shawn Michaels and Hunter D Generation X. Yeah, that was my knee. I hit my knee on the table. Sorry. I won't do that anymore.
It was fucking so loud.
It's literally like right here. It's like bonk. Ow.
DX was so fun.
I fucking love DX. Can we put them at 2?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And that, the opposite. So Steve Austin kind of lost his energy, but when DX was around, Shawn brought the energy with Triple H,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He made Triple H a better entertainer, and it was so much fun.
I hold to that my favorite pay-per-view that I ever watched was the fucking 2004 SummerSlam when DX fought the Spirit Squad. Maybe it was 2008. I think it was 2004. Anyway, when they fought the Spirit Squad and they had fucking they cut a promo in the back, and it was like Shawn Michaels trying to say that Eric Bischoff said that he wasn't hardcore or what did he say? Oh, not controversial. And he was like, no one tells me I'm not controversial. And he brings up a guy and he's like, what's your name? And the guy's like, Stan.
Stan.
Like, Stan. And sweet chin music. See, I just kicked Stan.
Such a good clip.
Calm
I was
down,
hoping
Sean.
I was hoping one of you was going to bring up Kicking Stan because that's one of my all-time favorites.
I have that pay-per-view on DVD.
That is awesome.
That's the only
That's
reason I've ever
amazing.
seen that pay-per-view. It's because I fucking
That
love
is
it.
amazing.
All right, so you've got DX at 2. You have 4, 6, 7, and 9 left. Here we go. It's getting tight. So these guys actually got their start in ECW and were absolutely over huge there. And then when they came over to the WWF, then the WWE, also part of the Hardy Boys TLC generation, famous
Devon!
for yes, none other than Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
Oh,
What a fun
Yeah.
entrance those guys had.
Oh yeah,
what do we have? 4,
the
6?
glasses with the tape around
The
them.
nerd tape,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, the
from
nerd tape
fucking
and-
goons.
He would stutter.
They just pulled tables from everywhere.
Yeah, get the
They
tables.
always
There was
knew where the tables were.
Mhm.
Infinite table glitch. As Devon Dudley,
Mhm.
Prophet.
Exactly. The Dudley Boys, 4, 6, 7, or 9.
I wonder
Oh,
who else is on this list. I've half a mind to put them at 6 just to see who comes in, so that we leave that 4 spot open.
yeah,
But
that's
I'm
kind of
between
where I'm
4
at
and
too.
6. Yeah, let's put them at 6 for now.
Yeah, they were
Soft.
one of the better tag teams, and both of those guys in single matches were not great, but the pair of them were hysterical. They were so
Yeah.
funny.
And really, is there a better tag team finishing move than the 3D through a table?
No. Plus, they had that whole like
Yeah. Here come the tables.
had the little thing shoot across that they always came
Yep.
back from commercial to. It's like, oh, shit was awesome.
Flares on cords and just blow
Yeah.
up. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. Next. Also in that sort of hardcore realm, they played in that genre a bit. Still going strong today, albeit as singles wrestlers in a different company. Really unique thing about these two is that their gimmick changed as kind of the same way the APA did. They were more backups and then went on and did their own thing. But this is Edge and Christian.
I feel super comfortable putting them at 6.
We already
You
used
put the
6 for the
Dudleys at
Dudley.
Oh
boys.
yeah, shit. Right.
You got 4, 7, and 9.
Ooh.
Should we put them at 7?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they
Because they were a lot better individually.
Man, what a bunch! Oh yeah, that both of their singles careers still are ongoing and just having great times for both of them. But they started with the Brood, right? They were part of the Brood with Gangrel and Visceral and all those guys, and then then they Viscera, not Visceral,
Visceral.
Visceral.
The reaction you had when you looked at it.
But yeah, what do you think? 7?
I think 7.
Okay.
I
were
wanted
big
Adam.
stars individually, but as a tag team, they just kind of looked similarly.
White boy from Canada. White boy
Yes.
from Canada too.
Yep.
Speaking of white boy from Canada, I would have preferred Edge be the fucking GM of the Toronto Maple Leafs. There was a push. We asked very nicely.
All right.
Fair enough.
Welcome to Left Field Population U. Next,
Always
also
about the Leafs. It's always
Go in
about
there.
the Leafs.
Go in there and make it about the Leafs.
Yeah.
It's always about the Leafs.
These are two legitimate Hall of Famers, on again, off again tag team, 20 plus years in the biz as main eventers, both of them. Different gimmicks for both of them, but pretty much the same when they were at the top of their powers. This is The Undertaker and Kane, the Brothers of Destruction.
Oh, fuck.
I don't mind putting them at 9, honestly.
Yeah. Again, same problem, right? Like, the problem was their gimmicks were so similar, and it wasn't exciting to watch a tag team match with either one of them because they have a very just drudgy style, especially the Taker towards like the middle and later part of his career was just like, had his 4 moves and kind of moved like this very slowly because he couldn't move very fast because he was very broken, right? So
Yeah. That
They
and
were-
like oh sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I know this is getting deep into the kayfabe, but the only reason they should ever like have tag team was if they were like, I don't know, fighting their dad or some shit like that, like in kayfabe, because like the idea is that Undertaker burned that motherfucker. I know that we forgot about that because he took the mask off, but he tried to kill that guy.
He did.
I've been on my Mortal Kombat shtick. That's like having Sub-Zero and Scorpion fight together, and I was like, when I learned about what the Undertaker did to Kane, allegedly, I was like, why the fuck do those guys tolerate each other?
And they were
They're-
brothers at one point. They were introduced as brothers.
Yeah, he was introduced
that he
as
tried to
his
kill.
brother. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Do either of you remember Kane's first terrible gimmick that he was given when he first came onto the scene in WWF?
No.
When I tell you, you'll remember it.
Oh, I'm thinking, but I'm not coming up with it.
He was an evil dentist.
Oh God, he was a dentist.
Isaac Yankem, DDS.
Isaac Yankem.
Isaac Yankem.
Jesus.
That was Glenn's first gig. That was his first gimmick.
Jesus fuck.
Okay, here we go. The 10th name on the list, slotting it at number 4. Known more for really 2 moves. One at the beginning and then before the match and at the end of the match, and one in the middle of the match. The thing before and after the match was a dance move, and the thing in the middle of the match was also a dance move, but it turned into a quasi finisher, the Worm. Yes, I'm speaking of none other than Too Cool.
I have no problem with them at 4.
Hottie,
problem
Too
with them at
Hottie,
4. Yeah.
and Grandmaster
Master
Sexay.
Sexy.
Banging it.
I fucking love Too Cool.
What
With the
we
sunglasses
talked
and Rikishi.
we talked about, and Rikishi had a pretty good solo career, right? But we
Oh, yeah.
talked about guys who had great solo careers but weren't really great in a tag team, except for the fact that they just had really good gimmicks. You know, Undertaker, The Rock, Christian Edge. These two guys were terrible apart from each other. but so much fun when they were in the ring together.
They-
100%.
They were so great at taking punches too.
Oh yeah, they were punching bags.
They were such jobbers.
They were.
I think they had the
so good.
straps for a little bit though, didn't they?
I think so.
I mean,
wanna
they had the championships a few times. They had the championships for a few times.
Once.
Oh, just once?
Okay, I
Once.
think it's
Yeah,
just
they
once.
won the title once in May of 2000. And Rikishi, obviously part of the bloodline, he's a Fatu. He's Salofa's kid, like directly related to the Wild Samoans.
Speaking of WWE 2K12, they were my favorite people to play in 2K12.
Why
They
wouldn't you?
sucked in
Right?
2K12, and I didn't give a fuck.
Right.
They were fun to walk to the ring to.
They came out
Yes,
like, bagging it.
And you
All
can
right,
put their
I
little
hear-
dance to any of the music too.
Mhm. All right, here's your list. And you get one switch. You got the Hardy Boys at 1, DX at 2, Rock and Sock at 3, Too Cool at 4, the APA at 5, the Dudley Boys at 6, Edge and Christian at 7, the New Age Outlaws at 8, the Brothers of Destruction at 9, and the Two-Man Power Trip at 10.
The only thing I would want to switch. Well, who was at 6?
The Dudleys.
The only thing I'm contemplating is Rock and Sock and the Dudleys, but I think I am okay with where they are. If you are,
I'm 100, and that one was a fun tag team because those two guys had great chemistry together. You know, The
Mhm.
Rock was always like annoyed by Mankind the whole time, and it was such a good fucking gimmick. And Mankind is just God. Mick Foley is just a fucking animal too. He can talk about guys who can take a fucking punch.
Oh, good God. Or take a bump.
Yeah,
I mean, it literally took the biggest bump in history in a pay-per-view. Like that
100%.
off of the cage. Unbelievable. And that was his
100%.
idea.
Yeah,
He came up with that idea. Just throw me off the cage.
and he had what 4 personalities so that he could wrestle several
Mankind,
times.
Yeah, Mankind, Cactus
Mankind.
Jack,
Dude Love
Dude
Love
Love,
it, Mick Foley.
and
and
Mick
Mick
Foley.
Foley.
Yeah.
He had 4 characters that he could play, and sometimes he would play several a night. Not towards the later part of his career, but early in his career, he'd play 2 or 3 dudes a night.
Yeah, especially in ECW.
But due to their chemistry, I am comfortable with where they're at on the list.
Very
I'm
good.
fine with that.
This is a first, ladies and gentlemen. We have a blind rank, and they have not made a switch. Not one. Well done
Giving it
to
up.
the two of you. We are done. Good job.
We win.
We win. Yay!
We win.
And honestly, I don't disagree with any of this. May have put DX ahead of the Hardy Boys in the moment, but I'm okay with them. It's like 1 and 1A, right? I'm okay with that. Rock and Sock at 3, it's good. So I'm well done. I quibble not with any of your decisions. Good job. All right, let's move on and talk about something not so fun. Mark, the Nugget season is over. I've got my own thoughts. Did you watch any of the series? What'd you think? And then we'll talk more stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk more stuff. So I'm going to kind of keep some of my opinions to myself a little bit for now, so that we can bounce. Well, I think I want to talk about the end of the season first, and then project into the future. So the end of the season,
we're gonna do
Yeah,
into the future at the end. Yeah,
that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah. So I didn't watch any of the Josh Kroenke. Did they already do the press conference with Josh Kroenke?
I think that's tomorrow.
Okay. But I already know what he's going to say. You know, this team did really well. They had the most road wins in the regular season of any Nuggets team in franchise history. And they had 53 wins despite having, at one point, all 5 starters out on injury, and still did pretty well in that, but there was some really shitty rotation moves down the stretch. And it sure seemed like in that Minnesota series, the team quit on David Adelman, honestly. Aaron Gordon couldn't stay healthy, and that's not his fault. Peyton Watson, I think I don't know if you saw any of the rumors going around, but there's a lot of rumors going around saying that he didn't come back because he didn't want to risk injury so he could get his payday. So there was that too. I don't know what the the legitimacy of that is, but still those rumors were flying around. So that has to come. There's smoke there somewhere, right? Jamal kind of disappeared in the last game after being a monster, but he must have just been tired, man. He's kind of carried the team. He was the most consistent player all year, which was awesome to see. Cam Johnson had a really good second half of the season and then was kind of mostly invisible in the playoffs. And you have a Minnesota team that loses their best player and then also one of their sharpshooters, and you can't take advantage of that. Just not a lot of heart on this team. And without having another big man on the floor with Joker, you saw his defense get exposed all year. And that was one of the biggest talking points all year, was the fact that the man is not the strongest defender. He plays well with another big man around him, but when Aaron Gordon is hurt, it just, that's not his focus. His focus is on the offensive board and it's trying to be a big guy and getting some rebounds. So lots of flaws on this team. Yeah, not great coaching, kind of a mash ward. I don't know what to take away from this team, except for it sure seems like the championship window may be closing on this group of players.
MJ, what thoughts do you have?
I watched one game. It was a good game. I heard the rest were bad. But that one was really good. And if they had continued doing that, I think they would have won. That is my comments.
Very good. Mark, I think you're onto something. Not having Watson and Gordon, I think, was the true reason why that they just couldn't get it done in this series. And that's the reason for the series. The reason for the final game is all on Jamal. He just did not play well. I am going to push back a little bit on the coaching bit. Coaches don't shoot the ball. They couldn't buy a three the first 3 games. Won the first game, I don't know how, shooting absolutely poorly, but that poor shooting performance carried on for the next 2 games, and it really didn't it got okay in game 5 and then went away in game 6. And I think you saw with a very confident Jalen McDaniel being 6'9" and just dogging Jamal and just eating him up. And there wasn't really another shooting option. Now, Cam Johnson played pretty well. He had 14 points, 3 and 2 as a whole, and had really good game 6, was just really aggressive. The depth of the team held it together as long as they did, as long as it could. But if you don't have that rim protector in Peyton Watson kind of roaming in the background, and you got Aaron Gordon in the dunker spot, that's tough. I did hear the same kind of whispers about Peyton. Who knows? It's a hamstring. Like, I got the sense that a lot of that was just sour grapes from fans. I haven't seen anything official or even a media person carrying that one. And Neil brings up a really good point, Mark, if you want to put that his comment up. CB.
Oh yeah, that one too.
Series. Yeah. CB did not have a
forgot
great
about
CB,
him because he was invisible.
Yeah, CB was playing awesome until he got hurt, and then just wasn't the same when he came back at all. It was indecisive, was not aggressive going to the rim. Just he had one game in that series where I think he played really well, but it just wasn't the same player. So there's that injury part. Now everyone's injured. the Timberwolves were missing huge chunks of their lineup for a long time. Nas was hurt, playing on one wheel, so it's not an excuse. You got to play better, and I don't necessarily think this one's on Adelman. I think this one's purely on the players, and it's also on the general manager, for one specific reason. And again, Neil has a really, really good point. All good guys. This is one of the best group of people that we've ever had in any locker room. Like, they're all really good people. There isn't anyone on this team that's really got that edge, that really plays that aggressive playoff style day in, day out, all the time. And I think that's what they were missing, was someone to match the energy, to match the aggression and the physicality that you get from a Minnesota team in this series. And that's on the two-headed Hydra that's running the show there down there at Ball Arena. They had a lot of scoring. They scored really well. They were tops in the league in 3-point and were great in the paint. Better defense this year than they've had, and were really good. As a matter of fact, their defensive efficiency in this series was better than it was in the regular season. Played pretty good defense, just couldn't hit a shot, and then just couldn't match the aggression and the physicality. So it was sad. Joker said it best. He said two things in his post-game presser. If we were in Serbia, we'd all be fired.
Mm-hmm.
And he's absolutely right. One of my bucket list things is to go watch that basketball game in Serbia. I don't know if you've ever seen film of that basketball game. It's the biggest game between the two biggest teams. Literally, it's like if you took every soccer hooligan in the world from Wembley and then jammed them into this 15,000 seat arena inside with flares and flags and fire. That's what that game is. I just want to go witness that once and hope to survive. I think that would be awesome. Mm-hmm. And the other thing the Joker said, he was asked, how close are we? He's like, we lost in the first round. We're not close. And he's right. He's right. Mark, I'm going to ask you this. We have to have hard conversations about the roster. Is AG back?
I don't think it's the 5th time he's hurt his hamstring since being a Nugget.
Yeah, he's been injured off and on the last 2.5 years.
Right. And I get that Christian Braun was hurt, but like you said, you're available, so play. It's the same thing we were giving Michael Porter Jr. shit about last year. If you're out there, you're making the attempt. Michael Porter Jr.'s situation last year was a little bit different because they didn't have a bench last year. But back to your point about the two-headed GM. So you're saying that the votes around the league for Josh Kroenke for executive of the year in the NBA are misplaced?
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, I mean,
they were a 3 seed. And granted, they were a 3 seed because of the things. I'll give them their flowers. They were a 3 seed because of the way the bench was constructed and the fact that they could play 5 weeks without the best player in the world and hold it together and won 50+ games. So I'll give them credit for that. But the team wasn't constructed well enough to compete at that level of physicality in a playoff series with that team. I think if they got through Minnesota, they got a really good shot.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I'm with you. They were going to beat San Antonio. But Minnesota is going to have all they can take from San Antonio because they're missing 2 of their really good players. And it's not a team that's built to beat a team like San Antonio. So I'm with you there. One of the biggest things that I saw was just mishandling the bench throughout the playoffs, and really the latter half of the year. We'd go long stretches without seeing certain people. And I thought that was a little bit of a mistake that David Adelman had. That really no sign of another big man, and they had one on the roster. And I get that he's a fiery guy, but you still have him on your bench, and you need some toughness, and you can't put him out on the floor and rely on him. I don't know. It's not all on the way it's constructed. Obviously, there's a lot of issues with this team, as we both know, and we'll talk about some of the issues coming up that they're going to be up against here in the future. They got some problems, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
got
they
some
do.
problems.
Yeah, they got some things they need to take care of for sure. And I think that's a good place to leave it. And we'll talk more about it later as we get into more of the offseason stuff. But we're already 35 minutes in and we still have three more bits to do. So let's move on. Because I don't want to talk about sad shit anymore. MJ, you have a game for us.
I
you
do.
not?
I do. I hope you're not sick of blind ranking.
I am not. I'm never sick of blind ranks.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Fuck it. Let's do it again.
I have. Okay, so the PWHL is starting to announce their next round of expansion teams. They announced Detroit yesterday, and when I heard that, I was like, if Detroit gets one, surely Denver's on the list. As of this morning, Denver's not on the list, but it could never, it could change. That being said, yesterday when I still had dreams and joy, me and my coworkers made a list of 38 potential PWHL team names. I have narrowed it down to 10. I will give you some of the honorable mentions afterwards. But are you prepared to blind rank 10 potential PWHL team names for a potential Denver PWHL team?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So this is a Denver team.
Yes. Don't
Okay.
worry. You won't forget it. All right. Are you prepared?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Number 1, the Colorado Melanoma.
10.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I hope they go up
implore
from here.
you to keep an open up mind.
I'll
I'll put it. I'll give you guys a switch. Like we'll do normal
Okay.
rules, but
Okay.
and I will put it at 10 if you want me to put it at 10.
Put it at
Matt,
10
let-
because
you
F
wanna-
cancer.
Yeah, I'm with you
That's-
there.
That's fair. The original version of that name was the Colorado sunburn skin cancer, and we shortened it to melanoma. So, okay, team number 2, the Denver Dirty Needles.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see
Anyone
what you're
who's
saying
fished
about this.
Anyone who's
open
fished the South Platte through downtown Denver knows exactly what you're talking about.
Anyone
Yes.
who has been to Sloan's Lake like
Yes.
Yeah.
15 years ago.
mind. Or now. Still
Yeah.
the same problem.
Yeah. Do you?
It looks
I have a
nicer,
feeling
but same
it's going to
issues.
get worse. Mark, do you want to throw this like Neil says at 8, and give us some
Yeah.
wiggle room at 9 just in case?
Yeah, let's give it an 8.
Give it an 8. All right. The Denver Powder, with the implicit or the inherent thought that the mascot would be gritty but white, and it would just be called Blow.
3.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I like the double entendre. That's
I'm a
good.
big fan of that. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good. The next one is the Denver Fent, with the implicit thought that there would be a gritty-like mascot that's white called Blow.
Foe.
Yeah.
It's
Always
not
good.
as good as the Pound, but
And here's
like
here's what that gritty does. The Fent, he just hangs over. He just bent at the waist in the middle of the
Yeah,
ice and
He just folds.
just folds.
just doing this.
Yeah.
All right. The Denver Casa Bonitas.
Oh, that's 2.
You're giving it a 2? Okay, I'm with it.
I'll give Casa Bonita 2.
Okay,
That's
fine.
that's an institution.
Sure. It is,
Yeah.
but okay.
The Colorado Hypoxia. For those of you who don't know, hypoxia is the fancy term for altitude sickness.
Yeah. 1 or 3, Mark.
3, you've already used 3. 3 is the
Oh
power.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We can't put it
One
at
or-
1. This is 6 is the next highest. I'm comfortable with 6 on that one.
Okay.
So you have
Get it.
1, 5, 6, 7, and 9.
5.
5.
5. All right.
I like that one. I like that one.
The Colorado Snowblowers, with the implicit thought that you would have a gritty-like mascot that's a white name blow.
Yeah.
You
One.
wanted that one?
Yeah, one. I'm good with that.
The funniest I cut out other like I said, I'll give you some of the honorable mentions. I cut out other jokes with Blow the mascot. All right. The next one is the Denver potholes.
Oh. What do we have?
So what do we
left?
have left?
You have 6,
Yeah.
7, and 9.
6.
6.
6. Okay. The next one is the Denver potheads.
7.
Yep.
Okay. Your last one, the Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oof. I mean, it's 9.
That'll
but
be
Kind
your
of
9.
comfortable with it at 9, honestly.
Yeah.
As much as everybody says that Rocky Mountain oysters are like a Denver delicacy, there's like 3 restaurants in town that serve them.
Well, it's not like there's a lot of that.
Well, I understand, but they kill a lot of cows.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
There are plenty of the bovine out there.
steers. They're from
Bovine.
steers.
Cows.
Bovine.
Bovine.
Not from cows, they're from
That
steer.
bovine defines the whole genre of animal.
Okay.
Yeah. There's the genus. All right. Are you guys ready for your list?
Yes.
Yeah.
Knowing that you got one switch.
Okay.
Number 1, the Colorado snowblowers. Number 2, the Denver Casa Bonitas. Number 3, the Denver powder. Number 4, the Denver Fent. Number 5, the Colorado hypoxia. Number 6, the Denver potholes. Number 7, the Denver potheads. Number 8, the Denver dirty needles. Number 9, the Rocky Mountain oysters. And number 10, the Colorado melanoma.
What do you think?
I-
I'm kind of comfortable with it.
yeah, they're all equally ridiculous.
Snow
They're all-
blowers.
Yeah.
Snowblowers. So, all right, that's good. That was fast. So some of the honorable mentions, we did have some that were good. We had like the Colorado peaches and like the Colorado sunsets, the hot springs, the rattlesnakes, the Rough Riders. But we also had such ones as the Colorado wildfires, the Denver
Good one.
unsafe ways, the Colfax hookers, with the implicit thought that you would have a gritty mascot that's white named Blow. The Denver Purina TM dog chow smell.
There you go. Like that one.
The Denver Bison, so that they could be the better Buffalo team in Colorado.
That's what I'm talking about. Bison.
Bison.
What followed up the Denver Fent was the Denver Mint. We had the
Okay.
Colorado Subarus,
Oh yeah.
followed by the
Yeah.
Colorado Snow Tires, and then the Colorado Black Ice. There's
That-
more
and
though.
In case you were listening at home, that is the Black Ice, ICE. We're not going to
Black
get canceled.
Ice.
Ice. Yeah,
Ice.
we're not going to get Jim Romed
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
with Wayne Gretzky.
2 full pages of fucking names that we, because we were supposed to collect units to process and the collections didn't work. So all we did was come up with names for a team that's probably not coming.
Can I give you one to add to your list to take back with you?
Yeah, sure.
The Colorado Queen Supers.
Queen Supers is pretty good. Did I say the unsafe ways? We
Yeah,
were
You
gonna
did
do
say
the
the unsafe
okay.
ways. That's
We
what
did
that's
too.
what made me think of Queen Supers.
Yep.
That was
Anyway. Ta-da, ta-da,
Ta-da. All right. Good job.
That was fun.
That's 2 blind rank games in a row where we didn't make any switches.
right.
That's unbelievable.
We went from having none in the show's history
Yeah. to 2
to
in
in
one show. All right, let's move on to more hockey stuff. And MJ, I'm going to throw it back to you. The Avs, they're looking like a wagon, aren't they?
They are looking.
Comment.
Let's
Oh,
go to the U.S. They got Blow for days. Hell yeah, brother.
fucking love you, Neil.
Hold on, I do blank. So the Avs. Oh, wait, hold on. Hockey. So the Avs are looking good, very good. I'd prefer if we could defend if Scotch more. I would also. I love Wedgie, and he is doing very good, and I love him a lot. No notes actually. I have no notes for him. That first game was a little spooky. I watched Mortal Kombat instead after the first period because I got scared. I was like, maybe I'm the problem. So I turned the game off. But yeah, I mean, otherwise they've been kicking ass. I think the Wild probably got one in them somewhere, one if not two in them. I guess we'll see once we play in the next week and a half or whatever the fuck. But yeah, they's good. I like them. I like it a lot.
Yeah, what's up with this scheduling? They played Tuesday and then not again till Saturday.
The PWHL playoffs are happening at the same time. They played one game tonight in Minneapolis, and then their next game is on I think their next game's tomorrow. But no, their game's on Sunday. There's also an ice skating thing. I don't fucking remember. The big one was the PWHL though, in the middle. Because today would have been the day that they played.
Yeah. Okay. Mark, you seen any of this thing?
Yeah, I've seen enough. I mean, after the first game, I went ahead and took a bet on the second game on the under at 6.5 goals. I didn't see that happening again. You're right. That was a little spooky. Most of it was just really, 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 I don't know. It didn't really seem like a lot of the goals that he gave up were necessarily his fault. Like, yes, he let them in, but holy fuck. Where's Gabriel Landeskog knocking people off the block out in front? Where is, Taser doing this? They were just, and they fixed it in game 2. But that defense in game 1 was pathetic. I think Quinn Hughes is a funny human. I like the fact that he is one of the best players in the world, but can't stand up on his skates. Falls over quite a bit on his skates, and also does the 1,000-foot stare better than anybody I know. But as far as I'm glad he got just run over. I'm glad McKinnon
obliterated him.
I'm glad Nathan McKinnon's taken out some silver medal frustrations, shall we call them, on this Minnesota team. And yes, I'm encouraged. I think you're right, Michaela. There might be. I think it's going to be a gentleman's sweep, but I don't see more than one really. Go away. Sheesh. Had some commenters that don't need to be on our stream. I'm trying to block. Yeah, jerks. But yeah, overall, I like where they're going. I'm scared of what happens if they put Mackenzie Blackwood in at this point because Wedgie is doing so great. And I know that Bednar and everyone else, down there is saying we've got 1 and 1A, and that's the correct thing to say. And they do. Both of those goaltenders are unbelievable unless they have really bad games, and then they have unbelievably bad games. But I think you got to stick with Wedgie at this point, and especially with the breaks that they're getting in between games, it just makes sense to play with the hot hand at this point. I'm still seeing a parade.
I think you're spot on there.
Although, do you know the last time Minnesota came back from an 0-2 deficit? Do you remember the team that they beat?
Yeah.
It was Nate's first year.
Yeah.
It was Nate's rookie year.
That was a different hockey team on both sides.
100%.
Just because
History shows.
As good as the Avalanche have it in net, the Wild are on the opposite. They've got a
God.
goaltending problem. They don't know what to
Nightmare.
do and don't have, I don't think, any confidence, even though they're saying the right things publicly. They don't have any confidence in either one of those guys because they're just getting shelled. Traffic in front of the net. I'm glad that Val finally saw one go in. He's been noticeable, just not on the score sheet. I'm glad he finally got one, so that might break things loose for him a little bit. But I don't think we can understate. And Mark, you and I have been pounding this drum for 3+ years now. The impact of a Gabriel Landeskog in the
Gabriel
room on the
Landeskog.
ice.
Gabriel Landeskog.
As your 3C, are you kidding me with this guy? He wasn't even a half a point per game this year, but man, you just notice him every time he's on the ice. He's unbelievable. They're going to write papers about what he did to recover because he's really the first one to ever come back from any surgery like this. It's mind-blowing. The fact that you can step away, have that kind of a surgery, multiple surgeries, play in that Stanley Cup final with that injury, and then be gone for 3 years and come back and do what you're doing. My mind's blown.
Matt, on your point, and I know we're hammering this, and you and I talk about this all the time, and I don't necessarily think that it's always his on the ice presence that he does bring a certain toughness and a certain physicality, but I think a lot of it is his leadership and the way he presents himself. It's a completely different Avalanche team and I love Nathan MacKinnon. When Nathan MacKinnon is your one voice in the locker room, they're like a nervous wreck. And when Gabe's out there, it's almost like they're more confident. You know what I mean? It's just a completely different team when Gabe's at the helm, and he really shows why he is the captain of that team. And his absence is very, very noticeable when he's not there.
MJ, it looks to me like this is a team that is really having fun. Like they're playing loose. They're not playing tight. They've got that level of desperation you have to have on every shift. And they're battling every single shift, which I like, but they're also they're playing loose and fun and having a good time and playing for each other.
Yeah, from a lot of the videos that you've been seeing, or I guess that we've been seeing coming out, like from the media people, which obviously like they ham it up a little bit for the media team, but I don't think they're hamming it up that much. I think these guys like really like each other, and like I have watched some media shit from teams that aren't having a good time, and the all the videos that like are coming out from the Avs team are they're like, oh my god, yay, we love you, hooray, like they're all so happy and having so much fun. And I think that's very helpful when you have, I don't know, specific psychopaths on your team that every once in a while you might just need to balance out a little bit and be like, thank you, crazy. Please go stand in the corner for a few so we can go play soccer for a minute or something. Like,
you go stand over there. You go stand over there. You go stand over there.
Yeah. Nate, Kale, go that way for 10 minutes.
Val over there.
Yeah. Apparently Parker Kelly is like big glue guy in the room too, which I love that. I love the
Makes
idea
sense.
of a separate psycho also being a glue guy. And yeah, I don't know. This team is good. The team is very good. I'm scared about the Eastern Conference. I that scares me. The West, I'm less worried about. Still worried because I worry. But the East
because that's how you're built.
The East is the scarier prospect at this point.
I mean, the good thing is, and this is looking ahead just a little bit, but they only had, and will have to get through one of Dallas or Minnesota. So thank you to the hockey gods for that. I think having to get through two of them is a tough hill to climb. I mean, are we really worried about Vegas or Anaheim? I mean, not really.
It depends on which one comes out and how they come out. If it ends up being a gentleman's sweep for Anaheim, I'm more worried than if it goes to 7 or if it's Vegas. Anaheim spooks me a little bit.
Why?
Minor spook. Have you fucking seen them?
Mm-hmm. I'm asking for your opinion, not
They're
what
young
I'm
and
seeing.
young
They're-
angelic, man.
Yeah, they're young, gelling, and they like the Wild and the Kings and Vegas, and that's pretty much it. A little bit the Fly. I mean, the Flyers are young, but they're big, they're tough, they're like defensively strong, all this kind of shit. And part of the reason the Avs are doing good is because they are fast. They're still defensively responsible, except for the game one. Don't talk about it. They're still defensively responsible, but they're fast. They're offensive. It's very like high pace. I'm terrified of teams that could keep up with them, and that list is Anaheim, Carolina, and Buffalo. And that's why I'm scared of the East, and that's why I'm scared of Anaheim. If it goes 7, I don't think Anaheim's got the stamina for it, and I wouldn't be worried about it. If it's a gentleman's sweep and Anaheim comes out of it, little worry. The East, if Carolina or Buffalo comes out of it, which I'm assuming yes,
One of them
because
will.
I think that's going to be the Eastern Conference final. It's
Mhm.
Carolina, Buffalo. Also fear. Also fear. That fast. Very fast. Very fast.
Very fast.
Scared.
Mucho.
Very scared.
Mucho rapido.
Well, let's keep the good vibes going. I think we're in a good place. They're playing well. Seem to have corrected some of the defensive deficiencies after game one. Got to go to Minneapolis and play. We'll see how that all works out. But Mark, I think you're spot on. I think it's a gentleman's sweep. And there's Bernie. You're gonna love Bernie. Yep, there you go.
Found a way.
Found a way. Found a way.
I changed my shirt. Never mind.
Ah, very good. All right, let's move on to dipshit of the week. And Mark, do you have a dipshit of the week?
I have 2, and it's just 2 words. Actually, it's 3 words because there's a conjunction between 2 words. Diana and Mike.
The news story that came out today.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Every
I
time I
know.
think it's done,
Every time we think it's over, they rented a boat
and there's
when
video.
she was 7 months pregnant.
And there's video of
I
them.
know what is happening.
I,
That
I
was
feel-
mine, so I'll let
Do
you
you-
have it. But
do
we
you
can
okay?
talk
So
about it.
let's carry on because let's
Yeah.
keep talking about this since it's both of ours. We can have a little go back and forth here. Do
Yeah.
you feel worse for her husband or his wife?
Yes,
I mean, that's fair.
Equally,
That's fair,
right? Equally, they're. I don't know that you can put either one above the other in terms of
God.
miserable. What is happening right now?
The dog. The food bag is empty, so it's next to the trash can, and the dog
Oh.
pushed it over with one of her toys, and it scared the shit out of her, and now her tail is firmly locked between her legs. Sorry, she just jumped about 15 feet.
Now here's where my mind is going now with this whole thing, and this is why one of the reasons why I wanted to put them as my dipshit. The other one being this boat story, which is just so good. Can you see this happening, Mark? So there's all this shit coming up. He's gonna have to do something. He did step away for personal time. Don't know if it was counseling or
It was for a day.
yeah, for a day. Can you see a world where he has to step down? Hold on.
Yeah.
he has to step down, and then you know who takes over?
Josh McDaniels.
That we are so close to that.
We're so close to that. I'm right there with you. I am terrified of that. Actually, I'm not. I want that to happen.
I want that. That's fine by me. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Let's let him
He's-
ruin another franchise.
Yeah,
I mean,
proven time and time again, he is incapable of being a head coach. I don't care where it is.
yeah. I mean, the biggest problem, and okay, so the guy who owns the team in New England is probably the safest guy that you want to be around when this kind of story happens for you.
Right.
I mean, this guy is Mr. Handy at the fucking massage parlor, right? Like this guy is getting the 5-knuckle shuffle every time he's in South Beach from
He
some
is
masseuse.
Michael Myers in Mystery Alaska asking for the local rub and tug.
Yes, that is Robert Kraft. That is
Yes.
Robert F and A Kraft. So if you're not going to lose a job for moral bounds, you're in the right place. I mean, they did keep, Belichick on for all those years with all the different scandals and things of that nature. So, but the fact that there was inside, I don't know if you've noticed this. Matt. It's all kind of underground, and outside of the sports media is where all of this information is coming from. None of it is coming from anybody at Fox. None of it is coming from anybody at The Athletic. None of it is coming from anybody at ESPN. None of it is coming from anybody at the NFL. Do you know why? Because they're all in cahoots together, and if they find out that she was getting insider information, it's a much bigger story, right? And so
Right.
they're trying to push it down too. And that's the biggest problem. These things keep popping up, and the NFL has got a problem because they keep popping up, and they keep trying to push it down with other stories, and it's just not working because this is too fucking funny.
It's hysterical. It's absolutely hysterical. And
Her oldest son's name is Mike.
I know. I know. I saw do you know that meme? And we're gonna go down a road here. You know that meme of Willem Dafoe when he's like looking up into the light and he's all like,
The
You know
kid
which one
from
I'm
the
talking about?
lighthouse.
yeah, that one. I
Yeah.
saw that. I saw that this morning with the caption. Michael Rossini inside Diana on the boat, meeting Mike Vrabel for the first time. Insert your own innuendo there. Like, oh my god! Oh, the internet is
man.
undefeated.
It really is. It really
yeah,
is.
yeah. So good. We're going to continue to cover this. This is awesome. My other dipshit is, I don't know if you guys heard this or not, but there was after game 2, there was the reporter scrum in the locker room, in the Avalanche locker room. And there's this jabroni who's I don't know if he's a beat reporter or if he's a national reporter from Minnesota who just happens to be working the Minnesota beat. And he was asking questions, and he was talking to Brock Nelson. And he asked what might be the dumbest question I've ever heard my entire life of a professional athlete. And it went along the lines of, well, you're from Minnesota, so this is technically a win-win, right? Either you win or your hometown team wins. Yeah. I mean, seriously, dude?
Huh?
Tell me you've never played a sport in your life by asking that question. And
The man gets paid.
yeah, it's like, no, I want to keep playing, bro. Like,
Right.
Unbelievable.
You go to Applebee's and Chili's, but you work for Applebee's. Would you be okay if Applebee's went out of business because Chili's
Right.
wins?
Yeah.
No.
No. Absolutely not. So anyway, that was my other dipshit. MJ, what do you got there?
I will. The only thing I'll say is that you say that was the stupidest question that you've ever seen from a hold on.
What is happening?
I'm trying to do a bit and it's not working for me. Hang on. that you've seen from a reporter for have you considered um this one? I have a playlist about this. I don't know if you guys can see my screen. There we go.
Oh, the why are you so pissy?
No, this is the
This is
Oh,
it's all the words.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
yeah. For those of you who can't see what I'm looking at, there's a playlist called Adrian Dater's Question to Nathan McKinnon, and it was from 2021. And it it was that stupid ass fucking question that he asked. But it's the titles of the song spell out the question, or the
Right.
idea of the question.
The idea of the question, yeah.
That rocks.
Yeah,
That's
Anyway.
so
that's
funny.
up there. That's on the Mount Rushmore. It's right up there with the guy who asked Doug Williams what's like, or how long has he been a black quarterback on Super Bowl Media Day. I mean,
Oh, that's such a good
there's
one.
some real gems out there, but that one is just, I mean, come on, dude, read the room. God's sake. Anyway, sorry, MJ. Go
I
ahead.
love Dater.
You're good.
That Dater is such a great reporter, but that fucking question was so stupid, and he knew it too.
Dater,
Mhm.
I wouldn't necessarily accuse Dater of being a great reporter, but I do still have the DM that he sent me once.
Yeah, he did send you, and probably 1,000 of his closest friends. The DM
Yeah.
trying to get money for his own little thing that he's got going on.
I have two dipshits. The first dipshit is the Toronto Maple Leafs and their fans. I have never seen the "It's so over, we're so back" so fast and so hard in my life. People were talking about folding the fucking franchise when they hired John Chayka and Matt Sundin. And then the next day we got the first overall pick and everyone's like, fuck it, I've believed the whole time. I still think it's a bad hire. But fuck it. Let's go. Gavin McKenna. Or even better, who says no? Matthews and the first overall pick for Connor McDavid. Anyway.
Wrecked.
Yeah. I sent it to Mark, but there's a video of the Pete Blackburn and his podcast, the What Chaos Guys, reacting to it, and it's an Oilers fan, a Bruins fan, and a Sabres fan seeing Toronto win the first overall pick, and they just lose their fucking minds.
There were many F words.
There were many F words. And then they put Steve Dangle on the call the next day, and Steve has a new dog. He's like, "Look at my puppy," and Blackburn's like, "Don't show me your fucking dog." The other dipshit of the week is me. I was dog sitting for a coworker, and I fell down half a flight of stairs, sprained my ankle, hyperextended my knee, and fucked up my shoulder. So
Yeah.
Jesus.
that is on me. Well, it was 7:00 in the morning. I hadn't had alcohol in like 3 weeks. I just fucking missed a step and thought I died. So yeah. Ta-da.
But
She
you're
was-
okay
she
now.
was a little limpy when I saw her later today.
I'm
Nice.
still limpy. Let's not get it twisted. I am damaged.
All right.
But
Well, you've got 2.5 days to recover for Top Golf.
mhm.
There
Yes.
you go. Okay. All right. Final thoughts. Talk about the things. Mark, take it away.
Enjoy the Mother's Day weekend, everybody. And let's see. Go Avalanche. Bo had another surgery, apparently. What else? No, that's it. Captain There Be Whales here.
MJ.
This is a call out for the PWHL. Give me a team, you fucks, you rat bastards. I want a team
That's
so
a
bad.
good way to ask for that.
Yeah. Fox.
Fox,
Yeah, you fucks.
you fox.
Assholes.
Well, enjoy watching all the sports this weekend. As Mark said it. Happy Mother's Day to all of those out there. Make sure you check us out on all of our social channels. You can find us on Facebook. If you go and look at that QR code or that logo. Scan this QR code. It's right up here, right over here. Scan that QR code. That'll take you to this Facebook page. That's right over here. You can find us there. You can also find us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at The Idiot Goons. We have started a new series on our YouTube channel, Goons Gone Fishing. Are you two more than done? We're not
Would you
pointing
continue?
anymore.
Do your shtick.
I am doing my shtick, but you two, Jesus Christ. There it is. 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 4 seconds into the pod. We've gone off the rails. The two idiots have taken over. We started Goons Gone Fishing. Mark. Jesus.
Goons Gone Fishing.
Goons Gone Fishing. And we're dropping a new episode this weekend. Spoiler alert, I caught more fish than I caught trees for once.
Yay!
So, yay, I know, right? I went to the Arkansas between Buena Vista and Leadville and had just a tremendous time. It was a lot of fun. We're going to Clear Creek above Golden Saturday, so looking forward to that. We'll get some more stuff there. And then once things get settled down and maybe we get some bass and trout fishing in, Mark, and relive amateur hour all over again.
Oh my God. I got a notification a couple weeks ago that it's been like 10 years or something like that since that happened.
Yeah, that's what made me think of it. That popped up on my Facebook memories. Oh, look, it's amateur hour.
Yeah.
We went out to Quincy and promptly hooked every tree and lost 6 lures in the first half an hour. Just couldn't get anything done. Yeah, that was a fun day.
Went fishing and just ended up eating McDonald's breakfast, and that's about all we got out of it.
This is dumb. So check us out on those social channels. You can find Mark on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok at Poffle Time. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter at Pofflopicus, and on TikTok at King Goon Smoke. For the absent Moti, we love you, Moti. For the dipshit. And for the idiot, make sure you take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and take care of each other. I am the King, and this has been My Brother's an Idiot. We'll catch you next time. See ya. Bruh.
Bruh.
Just turn the lights off or say, I'm not sorry, apparently Neil said.